Greetings YouTube and welcome to my latest weapons build. My friend Felicia gave me this old trowel and said I could do anything I wanted to do with it. So I thought I would try to make a fast and dirty spear. Literally dirty because this thing is dirty and I don't want to ruin that patina. And I want to use this old metal pole because the idea being here is that you're trying to make something quickly as a weapon in the event that you need a weapon. So you've got a little bit of time, but not much. So how do I want to do this? So my goal is to take that and make it go all the way through. I'm going to have to open it up a little. It's slightly small in diameter for a quarter 20 bolt. And then I'm going to drill a hole 90 degrees to that and then open up a slot to that second hole because that second hole is going to act as an expansion joint. Will then let me put the blade in place, the trowel blade in place, and then bolt it once I have drilled a hole in the trowel blade. Now, I'm going to need to get rid of all of this. So I'm going to make a cut right across here and make all of this go away. And probably, I think I can get away with that. I think if I go right here on that spot, I should be okay with that. I may not have to do any kind of polishing at all, other than I'm going to need to reshape this because I want to bring it to a more of a point and then put a very simple edge on it because this isn't very thick, so I don't have a lot to work with here. And I want to do it, but I want to take the edge probably from here all the way out, so try to make it as gradual as possible. Just bring it to a point just a little bit in there, so that it comes to a little bit pointier, and then put a very simple edge on it, and then. I probably can reuse this thing as a tool handle if I just get this. If I can figure out how to get that shaft off, I might be able to reuse that as a tool handle, like a file handle or something. We'll figure that out. So yeah, that's the plan. So the first thing I think I'm going to do, because I currently have my V-block set up in my drill press right here. So I'm probably going to drill, get the quarter-inch drill bit out and drill all the way through that, and then turn it 90 degrees, and then drill the 90-degree hole I need for the slot. Then get out my angle grinder, which already has the cutoff bit, so I will be able to go directly into cutting this off and go directly into putting the slot in here. And the thickness of this is the same as the thickness of my cutoff blade. So if I can just make a single solitary cut all the way through to that back, I think we're good. And I think that's all I'm going to need to do. So, first up is going to be to get my drill bit set up and start drilling holes in my aluminum shaft here. I think this may have been part of maybe a pool cleaner or something like that. Because I think it was part of another pole fit in there and they were supposed to bolt together. But I picked this up at a yard sale for like $1, specifically to someday use it as a weapons shaft. So here we have the shaft itself. I have the hole that I just opened up, and then I put a second hole there, and then I cut a slot to that hole to make the expansion joint that I need. And the slot and the blade are the same thickness. And here we have the blade with the hole in it now. It is now free of the handle. And I've done my my blade sharpening. It's not razor sharp. There isn't a lot of work here, and it's not great steel for that anyway, but it comes to a nice point. This definitely is designed for, obviously piercing damage. And I did most of the bulk of the shaping with my angle grinder with a flap wheel, and then I fine-tuned it on the belt sander to get what I was looking for. I'm not looking for pin-prick accuracy here. I'm just looking for a good, decent thrusting point. So now it's time to do the assembly, and I'm done. Now, I had the drill bit in the drill press because I had done the shaft, quarter-inch drill bit, designed for cutting steel. And so I thought, it's already in there, man. I'll just use that to drill this. This thing is much harder than my drill bit wanted to handle. So I turned to my Blair rotor broach. I'm telling you folks, if you've got a drill press, get yourself a set of these, man. They are worth their weight in gold because it went right through this without any problem. When the drill wouldn't, the rotobroach did. I am so darn happy I own this. And this is the I just noticed this is the fractional one. Obviously, they probably have them in metric as well. But since you're just cutting holes for bolts, I mean, I'm not doing precision machining with this. So the fact that, you know, these are this, I tend to work in fractional things. But if I had to do metric, this would be close enough for me anyway. Because again, because the aesthetic I'm going for is not fine workmanship. I'm going for an aesthetic that makes it look somewhat primitive. But yeah, definitely get yourself a set of Blair rotobroaches. But there are probably other brands out there. This is the one I bought. It's definitely worth your time. So now to do the final assembly, and then will be one more segment of this video. And there we have it. One post-apocalyptic primitive spear. Let me get over here, get a better background for it. Happy with how this came out. It is very simple, direct, straight to the point, and I'm really quite happy with the way it came out. I think it looks good. It's got that wonderfully ugly thrown together as an emergency kind of a vibe to it, which is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for fine craftsmanship here. There are things I make that I'm looking for a particular vibe, and this vibe is thrown together in case of an emergency. So this is a primitive spear, and I think it's awesome looking. So I'm quite happy with how it came out. So now to get some still shots, and then post them on my Instagram and my DeviantArt page. Thanks for being here, and I hope you'll be here for the next one.